So this here is video response to Tessa Violet. Now apparently Tessa hates sporks. Tessa, why do you hate sporks? I mean, sporks are awesome, right? I mean, sure, I understand, like, you know, they poke you and they stab you and they hurt you and you know, the prongs aren't prongy enough and like long enough to like be of any use. But they're not that bad. I mean, I honestly kind of look at it like this. Forks have their uses. Spoons have their uses, right? What are forks good for? They're good for stabbing stuff and making stuff hurt and bleed. Okay, maybe not quite. Let's try this again. Forks are fantastic for stabbing stuff, yes. Salads, holding down your meat as you cut it, if you're part of that life. I'm a part of that life. Did I say salads already? Spoons are great for soup because it's just it's a little like shovel, like a little bowl, right? And it can hold liquids very, very well. And then you have sporks. Sporks can't hold liquids, but they can't like stab like a fork can because they're not long enough. Now, just because that's the case, it does not render them useless. I'll tell you why. Now for me, whenever I'm having like rice is like super sticky or like it's stuck together, even not stuck together for that matter, but it's like in a bowl, I love using sporks. Rice tends to fall through the cracks of the prongs for the fork. Spoon, however, I find has trouble getting like enough. Like, I mean, I guess in a bowl it kind of works, but I don't know, like it's just, especially with sticky rice, it's just like the little prongs that are on the sporks goes whoosh, and then like and then you're able to like just scoop it rice, and I don't know, I seem like I can get more per like scoop that way. Another example is with mac and cheese. Now, I like using spoons for my mac and cheese. However, if I'm eating my mac and cheese on a plate and it's not in a bowl for whatever reason, spoons work fantastic until you get to the like last few. At which point you're like trying to scoop it and you put it like right next to the mac and cheese and you're like, and then you got another one. Oh, I miss it, and you gotta go back to it. It's awful. Now at this point, you're stuck with two options. One of which is you continue to try and like one by one onto the spoon. The other option is you go get a fork. Now the problem with that is now you're going to get a fork to get a couple noodles of mac and cheese into your mouth. However, if you have a spork, when you have a large quantity of mac and cheese, you're able to go and scoop the mac and cheese up with that spork. And then, when you have a small quantity of mac and cheese, you can stab that mac and cheese. Forks have their own purpose, spoons have their own purpose, and sporks have their own purpose. Yes, it is true. Spoon plus fork equals spork, but spork does not equal a spoon or a fork. If you go into it thinking that you're going to be able to perform a fork's job perfectly with a spork, or a spoon's job perfectly with a spork, you're going to be disappointed. However, spork has its own niche specialty in which it is able to excel in more so than a spork or a spoon would in its own situations. And with that, that is why I like sporks.